there's mourning all over Iran today because Qassim Soleimani was a very popular figure. He was a sort of Iranian James Bond, only he was real, not fictional. But maybe he's more like Carla, the John le Carré character, because he was very quiet. Somebody described him as theatrically modest, incredibly powerful, but somebody who, when he came into a room, didn't say much, but you knew that he was the one. He had the charisma. He was the one who was in charge. He was the head of the Al-Quds force, and as such, he was the spearhead of Iran's policy of assassination and of security outside of the country's borders. So he was the one who was in charge of Hezbollah in Lebanon, of the militia in Iraq, of the Houthis in Yemen, and his deadly enemies were the Americans and the Israelis. Now, why have the Americans killed him now? They could have got him many times before, because American and Israeli intelligence have always been after him. You could say maybe he was like the Scarlet Pimpernel. They sought him here, they sought him there. But they didn't kill him, Obama and Bush, because they feared what the consequences would be if they did that. Yet Trump, it seems, he has no filters. He doesn't really look at what the consequences would be. He doesn't play by the rules. And the rules are that if you assassinate someone else's top leaders, then they may come for your top leaders. So what's likely to happen now? Well, the Iranians have a history of looking for soft targets. So I think that Jewish targets, Jewish cultural centers, they will be wanting to increase their security because they've been hit before. And those proxy forces in Lebanon, in Yemen, in other places, they may also be now primed to attack particularly American targets. But I think the first thing that's likely to happen is in Iraq, because the Americans still have 5,000 troops there. They were training the Iraqi army, and they were also fighting Islamic State. I think the Iraqi government, which is very much under the influence of the Iranians, and which has also lost a couple of their top commanders, is likely to say that those American forces must leave now. You know the irony? Both the Iranians and the Americans were working with the Iraqis to eliminate the Islamic State. In that sense, they were on the same side. But of course, Iran has been a long-term enemy of America. And President Trump has made it clear that he has wanted to target the Islamic regime in Tehran, that he sees the Supreme Leader Khamenei as his supreme enemy, and he saw Qassim Soleimani as a major enemy too. They even had a Twitter spat. But you know what Soleimani said in one of his last tweets? He said, the Americans may start this, but we're the ones who are going to end it.